Villains and heroes actually have the exact same backstory. Turn on your favorite movie. Here's how it starts. The hero is some sort of orphan. Their parents have left, somebody has abandoned them, and they feel alone. The villain, if you'll watch the movie closely, screenwriters will put a scar on their face, a limp, some sort of speech impediment. What they're indicating is that this person has a painful backstory. So the difference between the villain and the hero is one thing, it's how they respond to pain.
You should be a monster. You know, because everyone says, well, you should be harmless, virtuous. You shouldn't do anyone any harm. You should sheath your competitive instinct. You shouldn't try to win. You know, you don't want to be too aggressive. You don't want to be too assertive. You want to take a back seat and all of that. It's like, no. Wrong. You should be a monster, an absolute monster, and then you should learn how to control it.
So basically, you have to embrace suffering and not resist it. You have to understand that while suffering is painful, it isn't a bad thing.
What you need to do is harder things. You need to lean into adversity. You need to choose deliberate suffering. Fuck the cold shower, take an ice bath. Can you do 100 burpees and feel what it feels like to be out of breath? Can you start jujitsu? Can you start lifting weights? Can you start helping society? Because when you do, that's how you silence your critic and then give voice to the advocate. But make no mistake about it, the advocate and the critic will always be in the car with you. Your actions, your deeds, your thoughts determine who's sitting in the passenger seat.
No matter how hard you work, there is somebody on the inside of you that works even harder. He said, no matter how dedicated you are, there is somebody on the inside of you that's more dedicated. No matter how committed you are, there is somebody on the inside of you that's more committed. And you don't even know what commitment is yet. You think commitment is just saying, yes, I'll do it. But what commitment is staying true to what you said you were going to do long after the mood that you have set it in has left. Meaning on the days when you don't feel like doing what you said you will do, you get up and you do it anyway. That's what builds character. And he said, I need you to understand the concept that there's another person on the inside of you, because one day in your life you will face something that's a lot tougher than you, and your strength and your drive and your commitment and your work ethic won't do it. You have to realize that it's something on the inside of you that's greater than anything that life can throw at you, and immediately I got it.
And when you choose to be one of these victims who thinks there's an Olympics out there for the saddest motherfucking story, you have no room for dreams. You have no room for aspirations. You have no room for the actions that lead to those aspirations, because you're so busy filling your mind with the bad shit that's happened to you already in life that you have zero chance moving forward.
Take ownership. Take extreme ownership. Take ownership of your mistakes. Take ownership of your shortfalls, take ownership of your problems, and then take ownership of the solutions that will get those problems solved. Lead yourself and your team and the people in your life. Lead them all to victory.
I think it's very easy to sit in this moment in your life and to look back at your life and to see how everything that's ever happened to you, positive and negative, is a dot on the map of your life that has led you here. True power is knowing that this moment right here is also a dot on your map, and that this moment too is connecting you forward on the map of your life towards something extraordinary that hasn't happened yet. And you can either sit here and listen to this and let this dot come and go, or you can wake the heck up and realize at some point the map takes you to a final destination, and we don't know when that is. But if you want to change your life, you got to make a decision to change your life. And sitting around and waiting to feel ready is not the decision I want you to make. So when you're done listening to this, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I want you to turn toward that thing that you've always dreamt of, that you've been waiting to do, and you go. And you move toward the thing that is meant for you, because that's the only way you're going to get there.